Thank you everyone for taking time out of your day to learn about something that is new to our school system that's only going to help you with your scholar. Thank you guys for joining. This young lady is a dynamic asset to Prince George's County. We are honored to have her a leader on the technology training team. We're going to get to hear live tonight exactly what we can do as parents to support our students. So if you can, grab a pen and take some notes because you're going to learn a lot of information tonight. I'm turning it over to Michelle Conti. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Winsome, and thank you so much, Dr. Jackson, for having our team come in. Greetings, parents. My name is Michelle Conti, and I'm one of the technology trainers on our technology training team. Also present today is Monica Jenkins, and she is one of our leads on the team. She will be supporting me in the chat, answering any questions you all have during the course of the presentation. We're going to ask that you stay on mute, but any questions you have, please drop them into the chat, and we'll be more than willing to answer those questions for you. So welcome to Supporting Families with Canvas. So let's go ahead and get started. So what exactly is Canvas? Canvas is the primary learning management system in Prince George's County Public Schools. It allows educators to create courses, online content for instruction, as well as hybrid instruction or complete classroom instruction. You may be also wondering, well, what exactly is a learning management system? That's a word that's been kind of floating around a lot, especially since the pandemic. Well, a learning management system is a way for teachers to simply upload and connect digital tools for their students in one place. Okay, so it's like a one-stop shop for instruction for our students. All right. So we have a little video that gives us a quick overview of what Canvas is for students. So tonight's focus is the student view, what your children or your scholars see when they are logging into their Canvas course. So this is a quick little video just to give you the initial overview, and then we're going to go into greater details about Canvas, the benefits of Canvas, and how your scholars are using Canvas.
In this video, you will learn about your Canvas dashboard and global navigation links. You'll also learn about navigating a course and accessing assignments. When you log into Canvas, the first thing you see is the dashboard. It provides a high-level overview of your current courses. You may be able to select from 3 different viewing options. Card View displays a course card for each of your favorite courses. Each card can include clickable icons for assignments, announcements, discussions, and files. List View displays all course to-do items in an agenda view to help you easily manage tasks across all of your courses. List View opens to the current date. You can scroll up and down on the page to view past or future items. The last dashboard view is Recent Activity, which displays a stream of recent notifications from all your courses, including announcements, conversations, assignments, discussions, and peer reviews. Canvas displays a global navigation menu that gives you direct access to your courses and other areas of Canvas. From the Account link, you can modify your user settings, specify your notification preferences, upload personal files, manage e-portfolios, and log out of Canvas. Click the Dashboard link to return to the Canvas dashboard at any time. Click the Courses link to quickly access your favorite courses and to view a list of all your courses. Click the Groups link to access any current groups in which you are enrolled or to view a list of all your groups. Click the Calendar link to view your personal calendar and course calendars. Click the Inbox link to view and send conversations to your instructors and peers within Canvas. And finally, click the Help link to access help resources for your institution. Now let's take a look at the course interface. Click the Courses link, and then click the name of the course you want to visit. Canvas automatically opens courses to the course homepage set by your instructor. The course interface consists of 4 main components. Course content displays in the content area. You can use the course navigation links, breadcrumb navigation, or the sidebar to navigate to different areas of the course. The course homepage sidebar includes a to-do list displaying items that you need to do in your course. You can click any assignment name to view the assignment. And to submit the assignment, click the Submit Assignment button. Return to the course homepage by clicking the Home link in Course Navigation or the course name in Breadcrumb Navigation. If your course includes student groups, you can view a list of your groups in Course Groups. Click the group name to view the group homepage. You can view recent assignment feedback in Recent Feedback. Click the assignment name and view feedback in the Submission Details page. You may be able to view your course grades by clicking the Grades link in Course Navigation. You can also access the course grades page from the course card and recent activity dashboard. Click the View Grades button and click the course name. The grades page displays your current course grade and a clickable list of all the course's graded assignments and assignment details. You've now completed this Canvas overview video for students. For additional information on this or any other topic about Canvas, please visit guides.canvaslms.com. You can also ask questions and engage with other Canvas users by visiting community.canvaslms.com.
All right, so we know that was a lot of information, but we just wanted you to get that initial overview of what your students see and what they are doing when they are using Canvas at school. So let's talk about the benefits of using Canvas, and then we're going to take a much deeper dive into the various activities that your students are doing when they are using Canvas. So Canvas allows students to access course content from a centralized location. With Canvas, your students are able to access their digital tools, such as their textbooks. Now, here's a quick little note about textbooks. Students can access their textbooks in Canvas or in Clever, depending on how teachers are making the textbook available for their students. They can also access their textbook from the course navigation, again, depending on how the teacher has designated how the textbooks will be used. So just want to make that clear. Another great benefit of Canvas is students are able to collaborate with one another digitally, as well as communicate with their teachers in order to enhance their learning. All right. So you may be wondering, well, how does my student or my scholar access Canvas? Students have single sign-on via Clever, which cuts down on any types of security issues in terms of accessing the application. So just want to make you all aware of that. So how are your scholars using Canvas? Well, let's take a quick overview and examine that. From the homepage, students are able to access basic information about the course, as well as about the teachers. The teachers may have their syllabus posted on their homepage. Teachers determine exactly what information they want to post on that homepage for their students. Additionally, your scholars may be using Canvas to access the calendar as well as the to-do list to help them keep track of upcoming assignments and assessments as well as projects. Your students may also access the Canvas Gradebook and the recent feedback options in order to figure out or learn the grades they have received on various Canvas assignments and projects. The Canvas inbox allows your students to connect with their teachers if they have any questions regarding any of the assignments. The announcements page allows your students to stay informed about any upcoming class events or important information the teacher wants to share with the class. And then lastly, modules. This is the page where students access their class materials, digital resources, as well as complete assignments, including quizzes and or discussions that the teachers post in their course. So I want to pause and entertain any questions we may have up to this point before we go into a much deeper dive into how you can support your children at home when they are using Canvas. So Monica, if we have any questions that haven't been answered, we can take a pause and answer a few of those questions.
I think we're okay right now.
Okay, great. All right, so let's talk about how you can support your scholars at home with Canvas. The first place I want to talk about is our to-do list. And in a moment, we're going to actually go into Canvas so you can see what this looks like in real time. And forgive me, my computer wants to be a little extra. Let me get us back. All right, here we go. So the to-do list is where your students can see what upcoming assignments or events that are coming up for them in all of their classes. Students are able to see 7 of their classes information on that to-do list. The to-do list also contains graded and any non-graded items the teacher may have designated to display on the to-do list. So how can you support your students at home with this list? Well, as a parent, you can make sure your scholars check the to-do list to see what the next 7 assignments are coming due within their courses. This is a great way to teach the kids how to organize and prioritize important deadlines to ensure they're meeting all of their deadlines. Additionally, the to-do list will include the assignment name, the course name, the assignment point value, the due date, whether or not it's graded or ungraded, and any course announcements. Okay. Also, quizzes are automatically added, even practice quizzes, to the to-do list, so students are never taken by surprise about any upcoming assessments they may have in any given class. Assignments are also added to the to-do list, the ones that don't require submission, okay? And then lastly, discussion boards are also added to the to-do list if they are graded. Ungraded discussion boards are not added unless the teacher marks a box for it to be added to the to-do list. So most of the discussions that you will see on your to-do list are the ones that are graded. So just want to make you aware of the types of activities that are going to show up on the to-do list for your scholars. The next thing we want to talk about is the Canvas calendar. Very similar to the to-do list, the calendar allows your students to view everything that they have due for all of their courses. Information, assignments, quizzes, and so forth can be added by day, week, month, and students can also look at their calendar as an agenda view. So this gives students the leverage to choose how they want to see the assignments on the calendar. The calendar is a great way for students to view everything in one place, okay? So as parents, you can support your students with, again, prioritizing important details or important events that they have coming up. The great thing about the calendar, once a student submits an assignment, it is crossed out on the calendar. So you as the parent, if you're viewing your child's calendar, you will know which assignments have been completed because they will be crossed out. So that's a great way to help scholars stay on top of all of their assignments. All right, now let's talk about our gradebook. And the grades page displays current grades for all courses, as well as any scoring details, comments, and rubrics the teachers have added to that particular assignment. Only graded assignments, graded discussions, graded quizzes, and graded surveys will be published within the teacher's Canvas gradebook. Now, I want you to keep in mind that all schoolwork that the students are completing during the course of the day may not be in Canvas. So when you're viewing your students' progress and any of their courses, keep in mind that School Max Family Portal is the best place to view your student progress, okay? For their published grades. Make sure you have an active Family Portal account. If your account is disabled, please reach out to your scholar's school and they will make sure that your account is enabled so that you're able to monitor your students' progress in their course. Okay. This next feature is something that is so important. And it's the Canvas Immersive Reader accessibility feature. And it's great that this is automatically built into Canvas to support students who may need additional support, specifically support dealing with their reading comprehension, or they may have some learning challenges. The Immersive Reader is great because it enhances a student's reading experience by improving accessibility and boosting reading comprehension. With the Immersive Reader feature, students can choose their text preferences to adjust the size of the text that's displayed on the screen. They can also set reading preferences such as line focus or translation options, so they can translate the text into different languages or customize the text to speech options, which are available to meet the student's needs. So this is a great tool that's automatically built within Canvas. So in terms of supporting your scholars at home, you can make sure if they need this particular service or feature, show your student or teach them how to turn it on so that they're able to get the best learning experience from Canvas. Really quickly, the Immersive Reader can be accessed through the homepage, the course syllabus, as well as from the assignments that are posted within Canvas. All right. We are going to pause for questions before we take our dive into the Canvas interface. Monica, do we have any questions at this time?
Not at this time.
Again, when your scholars log into Canvas, you're going to see the Canvas dashboard. And the dashboard will display the course cards for the classes that the teachers have already published those classes within Canvas, okay? On the top left-hand corner, you're going to see a circle with either your child's picture, it may be just a little silhouette face, or an image of something that your child has chosen for themselves to customize their account. It may even be a little Bitmoji. Again, we land on the dashboard. Below the dashboard, you're going to see courses. So this will give us a list of all the courses that your child is enrolled in. If you don't see all the courses, you can also click on the All Courses link to see a full list of the courses the student may have access to. If your child is in any groups in any of their classes, then you'll see those groups when you click on the groups option, okay? The calendar, which we talked about earlier, just so you can see, will display any assignments that the student has coming due. Now, the good thing about the calendar is you can choose your view. You can choose to view the calendar by the week, or you can click on month or the agenda view. And right now we don't have any events happening after this date, so there's nothing displayed on this particular calendar. Actually, let me turn this class on. Ha ha ha. All right. Your students also have the option to come over to the calendars option on the far right-hand side, and they can click to enable other calendars from different courses. Or if it becomes too cumbersome for them, they can deselect calendars so they don't have too much showing at a time. All right. So I just turned on the class that we're going to look at today so that we can see the assignments that are coming due. And again, we have the month
You
view.
don't see anything. You stop sharing.
Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It shouldn't.
I see it on my end, so I'm not.
I can as well.
Okay, for those who may be having issues with seeing the screen, you may need to log out and come back in so that you're able to see the screen. Okay. All right. So I'm back in the month view, and as you can see, I have 2 assignments that are coming due. If these assignments were already completed or turned in, you would see it would be crossed out, letting you know that the student has already completed that assignment. If you want to get more information about a given assignment, since we're here in the calendar view, you can click on the calendar to get more information about that particular assignment or activity. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the inbox. And the inbox is where student and teacher can communicate with each other. The student can email the teacher and the teacher can respond, or the teacher may email the student as well. So it's just an email for them to communicate. Students can filter the inbox by only showing their unread or starred, sent, archived, and so forth. They can also choose to look at a specific course, all their courses, or maybe they have favored courses and they can put a star to favorite any given course. If we go to more courses, again, we can just
Let me see your phone real quick.
We can click and choose the courses we want to look at. If the course
It is cold. I'm gonna turn the heat on. Don't you worry.
Can you mute, please?
Okay.
If the course is ended and there was a message that the student wanted to return to, they can also access that inbox. And if there are any messages to the groups, they can also access that. So just letting you know, they do have the option to communicate with their teacher with the inbox for any of their courses. Okay. History just shows the most recent course that we have visited within Canvas. So the last course is at the top, and it'll tell you the last time your scholar was in that course. So if you're asking, have you accessed Ms. Conti's course to complete your homework, you can come to history and see when your scholar was in that particular course. All right. And it's great because it's date and time stamped. Okay. Studio is a feature that our teachers aren't using just yet, but it's just a video. It's allow teachers to create videos for their students. It could be video assignments or assessments. This is a more advanced feature that many of our teachers are not using yet. So you don't necessarily have to worry about this at this time. But the help feature is a great feature. The help feature has a Canvas family guide, which is a great tool for our families. It has information about what Canvas is and what your students should be doing in Canvas, as well as a wide variety of student guides that can help you and your scholar if you have questions related to assignments, quizzes, discussions, and so forth. So you can access the family guide from the help section. That is a great tool for us to be able to access. at any time. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And let's talk about these course cards that you see displayed. So this particular student has 5 courses that he's able to access assignments. And you may also see these cool little icons here. These icons indicate that we have assignments in these particular classes or something in the class. So the assignment icon means there's an assignment that needs to be completed. These little boxes here, when you hover over, this is our discussion. So that means there's a discussion within this course that needs to be completed. And then there's some files that have been added to the course. So depending on the types of activities that the teacher posts in Canvas, you may see different icons show up on your child's course card for their classes. Okay? The class that we're about to go into, I see I have this megaphone, which indicates there's an announcement that I can click from here to view what exactly my teacher has just announced to the class. So I see we have a welcome to Canvas announcement, and it's just letting you know this is a place where teachers can post messages, whether it's a reminder about a due date, a reminder about a project being due, or any type of announcement for the class. That's one way or one place that we can access announcements, okay? I'm going to go back, click the home link. Actually, I'm going to go back to the dashboard. All right. If your child has a particular course and they have some work to do, all you need to do to access the course is you can click on the actual course card, or you can click on the link for the teacher's name. Okay, so it's typically more than one way to do something within Canvas. So when I click on the course card to go into the class, I land on the home page. And the home page is where the teacher is going to have the name of the course, a welcome message, as well as important information about who they are. So you may see about your teacher, as well as other information the teacher wants to share. Again, the home page will display whatever the teacher chooses to share on that opening page, okay? You may also find buttons that will take you to information about the course, modules where your students will access course content such as their lessons and assignments and assessments, and again, the help. This may contain some guides, materials, and other resources beneficial for the student. Okay. I want to bring your attention to our top right-hand corner. This is where you can turn on, or your student can turn on, the Immersive Reader if they need that type of support to read the page, okay? The great thing about the Immersive Reader is very easy to use. All you need to do is click on the Immersive Reader button. And from this point, I can click play and it will begin reading the page. Or I can come over and do some customizing of this page. If I want to change my text preference, maybe this font is too small or too big, I can click and drag to make the text smaller, or I can make it larger, okay? If your child wants to increase or decrease the spacing, we have an option to add more space. They can turn it on if they need that option. If they want to choose a different font, and we only have 3 options, but they can choose the font that is most beneficial for them, as well as the theme, how that page will look. So they can choose any of these colors. If they prefer a dark to cut down on glare, they do have that option, okay? If we come over to our grammar options, if your child is learning about syllables or parts of speech and they just want to focus on specific parts of speech, they can select or turn on the options that they just want to focus on. If you want to change the focus as well as translation options, we can choose the line focus. So it's only going to show one line at a time or read one line at a time. Maybe your scholar prefers to only see 3 lines of text. That option is there as well. And then we can translate. We have a wide variety of languages to choose from for the immersive reader to read the text to the student. So I'm just going to choose Spanish. And I'm going to choose for my entire document to be in Spanish. You have the option, it can be by word or the entire document, and Canvas will translate and read that document in the chosen language.
Página principal. Matemáticas de la escuela intermedia.
Okay. And if I just want to turn this off or change it back, we do have those options, okay? So I'm going to go back to English. And I'm going to go ahead and close out of here. Oh, I don't want it to be dark. Okay. And I can go back and we're back. So the immersive reader, again, is a great way to enhance the reading, the ability of Canvas for your students who may struggle with their comprehension, or if it's a lot of text on the screen, they do have this as an option to help them read and fully understand what it is the teacher is asking them to do. Okay, and speaking of to do, let's scroll down to our to-do section. So we mentioned the to-do list, and as you can see, the to-do list, one of the places we can access it is here on this home screen on the right-hand side, and you're going to see the upcoming announcement as well as assignments the student has coming due in Canvas. I can see the point, let me start over. I can see the name of the assignment, the teacher who assigned the assignment, the number of points for the work, as well as the due date and the time of this assignment. So this is great, a great way to help our scholars prioritize upcoming assignments to ensure they're meeting their deadlines. Okay. If I want, I can click on this link to go directly to that assignment and begin working on that assignment. So it's a quick way for your students to access the work. All right. Same with the announcement. If I didn't see it on the course card, I can click here to view that welcome announcement. And this is just that one announcement versus a list of announcements. So that may be a much more beneficial way for your students to access the announcements one at a time. Okay. I'm going to go back home by clicking on the home link. All right, and I'm just going to scroll down a little further to our recent feedback. And this is where we can see where our assignments have been graded or any feedback the teacher has provided on a given assignment for the students, okay? I can come down, I can click on that link to the assignment, and I can see any type of recent feedback or whether it was graded, at this particular place. So recent feedback is a great place to see what comments the teacher has given, as well as any grades the teacher has given on that given assignment. I'm going to go back home. And we're going to now talk about our modules. And the modules page is where we access our content. This can be a page which will typically define or explain a given topic or skill, as well as we may find assignments here, assessments, and so forth. The teachers determine how they name their modules and how they organize their modules for their classes, okay? Students are only able to see the modules that have been published by their teachers, all right? So I'm just kind of scrolling through so you get a good idea of what a module may look like. All right, so let's go into an activity within this module. So we have a CAMI practice assignment. And how did I know it was an assignment? Because I'm going to go back. Canvas has an icon for assignments, for pages, as well as discussions and assessments. And our assignment icon is the paper with the pencil on top of it. So I know that's an assignment. In addition, I see that there is a date and number of points indicating I must complete something and turn something in order to get these points. So I'm going to click on the CAMI practice, and the teachers will type or post any instructions and resources for the students in what is called our rich content editor. This is where teachers post directions and other resources for their students. All right, so below the assignment title, I see when my assignment is due. It is due by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. That means I have until that time to turn it in on time to get full credit. This assignment is worth 100 points, and it's an external tool. What does that mean? That means my teacher has decided to use a tool that is connected to CAMI. It's an external tool, typically an application, but an additional tool that I can use to complete my assignment. All right. And available. This is very important. This assignment will be available for the student to complete between November the 14th and November the 18th. But my due date is Wednesday, but I see it's available from today until Friday. This is very important that our students understand. Their teachers may make an assignment available for a specific time. So for this assignment, it's available this week, but I want my student to turn it in by this particular day and time. But if they forget, it doesn't lock. They still have an opportunity to turn the work in by Friday at 11:59. Now, every teacher has his or her standards for grading. If the student turns the work in on Thursday, it's going to say late beside that assignment in Canvas, which means the teacher may give the child or scholar full credit, or they may take off points because it was turned in late. One of the things we need to teach our scholars, and I am guilty because I'm a mom of a high schooler, is just because you see this November the 18th date is not the date it's due. It's actually due on Wednesday the 15th. So let's meet that deadline versus that later time, because we don't want to turn work in late. So just want to make that clear because it may be a little confusing to our scholars having that November the 18th. And you may wonder, well, why would the teacher have it open, but it's not due? Well, they may keep it open just to give students who may need extra time to turn it in. So again, how teachers handle that depends on the individual teacher. Okay. Okay. So, let me reload my page. All right. So this particular assignment is saying I need to load CAMI, our external tool, in a new window. Teachers are adding the assignments in Canvas. They have options in how students are able to access and turn the work in. For this particular activity, my teacher wants me to open a brand new tab in order to see the entire assignment. There are times you may see the assignment is directly within the Canvas browser. So it just depends on the teacher, the activity, and how well the students can read that activity within Canvas, whether or not they have it open within Canvas or in an outside tab or a new tab. So I'm going to click to open this assignment. You all may have seen your students working in Kami, one of our external tools. If your child is prompted to allow, please have them go ahead and allow so they can access all the features of the assignment. It may take a moment for the document to be prepared. So you may be wondering, what is Kami? It is an online annotation tool for PDF or static documents. So the teachers can add annotations and your students can also add annotations to a given document. So the teacher may require the student to complete the work. When the student opens the document, you will see your scholar's name and the name of the activity, but the teacher may also ask that the students type their name in addition to what other information they're asking them to do for the assignment. When students are completing activities with Kami, it's important that they click this submit button in order to get credit for the work that they do within the application, okay? So I'm just going to pick something random and I'm just going to type and I'm going to click submit. All right, the student's going to see their name and the blue submit button. Once they submit their work, you may see some confetti show up across the screen indicating congratulations, you have turned this work in, and there we are. If the student realizes, oh no, I forgot to do something in this assignment, then they can click the unsubmit button and make their changes and then resubmit. But it's important that the students click that submit button. When they're done, they need to also click the done button, indicating that this work has been saved, and then they can go ahead and close out of the application. And the teacher will see that the student has completed that work. All right. Let's go back to modules. And let's look at a different type of assignment. We're going to click on this Google Assignments activity. And again, the teacher has, we have our due date, it's due by Thursday, the number of points, it's an external tool. And again, there's an availability time. So from today until Friday, once again, but remember, we want our scholars to actually turn our work in on the actual due date. With Google, your students may be prompted to connect their Google accounts to their Canvas account. So don't be alarmed if they have to click on specific prompts to connect the two in order to access the account. If they've done it one time, they should not be asked to do it again. So I'm going to go ahead and open this assignment in a new tab. And with this assignment, the teacher already has some directions for me. I can complete the work directly within this document. Okay, and once I'm done completing my assignment, you see this blue button on the top right-hand corner. I must select this button in order to turn the work in so the teacher will see that I have completed this assignment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click submit. And my teacher is going to get a notification that I have indeed turned my work in and I'm good to go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and close out. And let's talk about grades. Here is our grading link. If I want to see how my scholar is doing in Canvas, there are a number of places we can access grades. This is just one of the places, the grades link. So I can come over to a specific, the course filter. I can click the drop-down box and choose the course gradebook I want to look at. I want to stay in Mr. Vochel's class, so I'm going to stay here. I can also filter by the due date, the assignment group, module, and the name. So you have options. Okay. All right. So I see that we have my Cami assignment hasn't been graded as of yet, nor has my Google assignment. But remember, I mentioned, I don't think I have anything. I don't have a late option. Anyway, so there's some other assignments here. You'll see that the student I didn't complete. And as a result, I get to see firsthand my scholar did not complete these assignments. Okay, so I can have a conversation with my scholar about, whoa, why did we have all these missing assignments? What's going on here? Okay, I can also see the grades for the assignments that my scholar did indeed turn in. Okay, and then there are some other assignments that haven't been graded as of yet. I can scroll down and see what my scholar's current percentage is in the class and the total number overall for that particular class. But remember, this is not a complete picture of your child's grades. We need to go into SchoolMax Family Portal in order to get that complete picture, because your scholar may also be completing activities in class that are not entered within Canvas. So please keep that in mind. Okay. All right. I am going to go back home. I know I touched on a lot. Monica, do we have any questions at this time? All right. My apologies for that. So our digital learning parent resource site has some great information, which will also come in handy for you to support your scholars at home. And there are a number of ways you can access this site. One is just by entering this shortcut, this bit.ly/DL parent resources, but you can also access the site from our PGCPS website, and by going to the student tab and then scrolling down and clicking on digital learning parent resource site. And the site is also accessible from our parent tab, and then scrolling down and clicking on digital learning parent resource site. So we're going to quickly visit this site. This site was created when we were initially locked down to provide additional support to our families so that our parents could better help our kids at home. So on our main page, you will find we have a number of resources available to you all. And when you click on these different links, it takes you to the page where you can access important information about Canvas, Clever, and so forth, okay, as well as password information, testing information. You can also access our Canvas Family Guide, which, remember, your scholar can access from the help session within Canvas. And again, we have just wonderful information for you, the benefits of using Canvas. The site has been translated, and then we have a link to the actual guide that may be beneficial for you as well. There are other important links here for if you need ESOL support, if you need some tech tips for your students, and then more information about the essential tools that we offer as a district. That information is here as well. Okay, so we just wanted you to know that we have this great resource for you to help you support your scholars while they're at home. So that is all I have for this evening. I thank you so much for your time. If there are any additional questions, we will answer them at this time. We are going to drop the family guide in the chat as well before we end this session. But any questions? Again, we thank you. If you have questions regarding Canvas, we just ask that you reach out to our team, which is t3@pgcps.org, and one of our team members will support in any way that we can. So let me drop these resources in the chat for you all. And I thank you again for your time.